The last time we talked, we brought up some political things. I just want to get real feedback from you. Try to keep it productive. But when you hear the name Donald Trump, what do you think of? Rhea, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Bad ideas.
No. What comes to mind with Donald Trump? Okay, that's your opinion. Cool.
Ignorant and arrogant.
Okay.
A racist guy.
Say who?
A racist guy.
Hi, racist guy.
A racist.
Racist. Yes.
A racist towards every race that isn't white.
Okay. You do not have to answer this if you're uncomfortable. But is anyone in here Muslim? Okay, so if you were Muslim, yes, you'd be in the Islamic class, right? Okay, so since you're not in Islamic studies and we're here in Dubai and this is the Universal American School, my question really to you is then, you're not Muslim, why did that comment from Donald Trump, Muslims aren't welcome in our country, even as tourists, why did that hurt you?
Because I lived with Muslims my whole life. Like, most of my friends are Muslims and they're really nice. Like, they never did anything bad. And he's just acting like they're all bad people because just some did bad stuff.
Go right around the room. Go to Robert. Robert, what?
Well, I mean, being an American and also voting for, not voting, but like kind of wanting world peace, we're all equal, and I don't think it's right to do that, and it also represents Americans in a bad way.
Two more people. Marco.
Sir, my piece is not loaded.
And you know what? Those you do like shoes because those are like mad bright. They're awesome. I want to ask one deeper question. Why does it hurt when he says go deeper? Why does it hurt when he says Muslims aren't allowed in our country and I'm going to quote him until we know what the hell is going on? Rhea.
Because he's like, okay, not too close. He's saying that like Muslims. He's saying Muslims as if all Muslims are bad, but he's like, and then he says that, oh, I have friends that are Muslims and I love them. Well then.
So that seems completely.
Because ISIL is not Muslim. It's completely like a different thing. Yeah, ISIL, same thing.
Plus, he says that he's the least racist guy that you'll ever meet.
He said he doesn't have any racist goals.
He's a hypocrite, basically.
So it's hard to make sense of all that. Okay, I just have one personal story. So my wife and I drove up to Hada Pools. And we got to one border, and they said that border's closed. To the Hada Road, Route 44. But I had read that on the internet that might happen. We went around to this other border. We're at the Hada Pools, and they go, "You can't come in. You're not a UAE national. You're not from Oman. Only UAE and Omanis can come in here." Then I'm like, "What? I mean, come on. We drove all this way, 3 hours." Then they showed me a thing that read, "Foreigners aren't allowed." And if that hurt me in that moment, and it's just tied to nationalism, so some countries do shut their borders to this and that, but that's not tied to religion. Religion, you can't see it. You can't always see it. So for someone to tell you you can't come in because of your religion, anybody have a final thought about that? Yeah.
You can just tell them you're not Muslim.
But that's not, yeah.
They're not going to let you in. What happens if you have family?
Yeah, well, okay, from a perspective of safety, yes. If I want to cause trouble and I just want to lie and say, okay, I'm Christian, let me in. And then I get to come in and do what I was going to do anyway. So you kind of brought up a good point.
It's true.
All right, it is true. All right. Okay, cool. Any other comment? One final one.
I think that people that lie about being a certain religion is dumb.
Yeah.
It's
weak.
Yeah. You should stand up for yourself.
But even today, people are honest about their religion, and it has cost them their lives. Even today, we know people have lost their lives, lost their heads, lost things. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you all about that. Thank you. Okay. This is Kareem Sami, and you're from Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Both parents?
Yeah.
Forza Saida.
Nice meeting you too.
Hey, what do you know about Donald Trump?
Nothing.
You don't know anything? So in the news you didn't hear about, I met with my 8th grade journalism class. We mentioned the name Donald Trump and whew, they all blew up. And since you were my student last year and you're from Egypt, okay, then you're gonna have to give me an on-camera reaction. Donald Trump, about a week ago, said that he wanted to keep all Muslims out of the United States.
Oh, I heard that, but I didn't know.
Okay, when you heard that, what was your first reaction?
I was like, like I didn't believe it. I didn't,
It just seemed unbelievable. Why?
because I feel like people that like are terrorists are not Muslims. We are not like that, and people that bomb like do like stuff like that. I don't feel it's good for. We don't deserve what they get. Like if they do something, Muslims do something. Well, Muslims that are do something wrong in America, I feel like it's not. I don't think we should
Yeah.
get blamed for it.
What? How did you feel? How does that make you feel when someone excludes you like that?
Sad.
Okay, so if you could tell Mr. Trump one thing, what is he not getting? What does he not understand? Making such a terrible rule.
That's not Muslims. That's not Islam. What Pete Terror says is not Islam.
So if you could say something to him, look right there and tell me what you would tell him. What would you say to Mr. Trump? From the
Don't-
heart, yeah.
Don't blame like people that didn't do anything wrong for people that did something wrong.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay, I just spoke with your son, and he's amazing, who we all know I taught last year. I just asked him these very same questions. I'm sure you've heard some of the stuff in the U.S. about Donald Trump. How did you feel when you first heard that he put out an idea that Muslims are not allowed in the United States? How did that make you feel?
I just said maybe, of course, the people will not choose him because this is not acceptable.
Do you remember your first reaction when you heard it?
I just said I felt bad. And I said maybe it's his right to think bad about Muslims, and we should work on this and show all the people that we are not this bad, and I should work more to present my Islam and my country and my religion in a good way, not like the people think.
Wow. What would you want? What is he not getting? What does Donald Trump not know about you and your people?
The truth. These people who are doing problems, we don't like them also.
Right.
We don't consider them from us. We don't consider them Muslims. We all try to understand our religion and practice it. And I felt bad that he didn't understand the truth, and he understand these people who show that Islam wrong and our religion wrong. He is one of the people who believe this.
If you could say something to him, what would you say?
Just think about it more and know about religion more, and don't don't judge because of a small group of people.
Right.
Don't judge all Muslims because of a small group of people, because we also as a Muslim, we don't agree what they are doing, and we don't respect what they are doing, and we don't consider them from our religion.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.